in my clock, I can't stop. Fuck around, make my 40 pop. No popcorn, I pop pistols. Reaming my body, clothing no issue. Bitch, you look sick, you need a tissue. You drop a body, I just might bless you. I'm metrosexual.
Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's Wraith here, back with another video. Now, before this video starts, I want to thank you guys all for 9,000 subscribers. It does mean a lot to me, and I really do appreciate it. So thank you for all of you who've been showing me support, commenting on my video, subscribing, hitting that like button. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and thank you especially to the people who've moved on from my YouTube channel and came and checked out my Twitch. I've met all of you guys, talked to you guys one-on-one personally, answered all your guys' questions, even played a couple games with some of you guys. So if you guys are looking forward to that, just click the link in the description or look up WraithFN on Twitch. But yeah, thank you guys for all 9,000 subscribers. It really does mean a lot, and we're actually really getting close to 10,000 subscribers, which is honestly a big milestone I wouldn't think I would hit for a while now. But I'm glad we're finally getting onto this, and I wanted to thank all of you guys extremely much, or whatever you want to say, but thank you guys all so much. I appreciate it. But that's basically it for the 9,000 spool. Let's get into today's video, which is basically how to get higher kill games and how to start dropping those 15, 16 kill games, or whatever the case is. Whatever you want to do, you can use these tips for 20 kill games, you can use them for 10 kill games, whatever you want for a high kill game, you can get with these tips. So if you're looking forward to that, make sure you slap that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and comment what you want to see for a future video, and let's get right into it. And you already know, use creator code WraithFN in the item shop. So the first tip that I can give you, and it's a pretty really obvious one, it's make sure you're good enough to deserve a high kill game. If you're not good enough to be able to get a 17 kill game, well, you can't really just try for it and expect to get it, because it's pretty difficult. You'd have to get pretty lucky fighting all bots or people who don't know how to play the game, or whatever the case is. My first tip would just be improve as a player overall throughout your game sense, mechanics, whatever the case is. There's tons of videos I've made, or tons of ways you can improve nowadays. So I'd recommend doing that first. But basically, getting into the actual tips, the first one would be landing a hot drop, or landing one of the big places in the map. So the main places I'd recommend going would be Pleasant Park, Mega Mall, or Neo Tilted. Those are three of your most likely spots, or maybe Paradise Palms if it's hot drop. Those are three of your most likely spots to get a lot of people early game and try and getting 4 to 5 kills before you even leave the spawn point. Sometimes if you're lucky, you can even get like 6 or 7, which would be a huge boost to getting that 20 bomb or getting that 15 kill or whatever you want to do. So I highly recommend landing one of those 3 or 4 main spots. But also you can sometimes get away with landing somewhere hot drop, like Fatal Fields, or again Paradise, or Happy Hamlet. Even like some places like that, you can get lucky if you decide to land hot drop. Sometimes there is a lot of people that end up landing there, so you can always do that if that's kind of your more style of play. And trust me, you don't need to get 5 or 6 kills to drop that 20 bomb early game. Sometimes you can even get 2 to 3 kills off spawn and just run into a lot of people mid game and end game. So it's not a necessity that you need to get a lot of kills early game. It just helps you overall and gives you a better chance of dropping a high kill game. Now this next tip is learn how to W key and third party. These are going to be your most important tools of getting your high kill games, especially mid game. Whenever you see 2 people fighting, you want to get there as quick as possible, whether you're using a launch pad, whether you're using a baller, hoverboard, whatever the case is, because you want both those kills. Sure, even if you get 1 kill, that's still good, but you should be gunning for both the kills and trying to get them, because 2 kills is obviously better than 1, and they're probably both weak from fighting. So you really want to go for those third parties, and every single time you hear a shot, you want to W key it, or every single time you hear someone or see someone, you want to W key. Like for example, if you see someone fighting 200 meters away, even if it's in storm, if you have a launch pad or something and you can get out of storm, or a baller or something, W key it. You need to learn how to W key if you want to go for those high kill games. Some people just think if they run around and go to hot drops, which I'll talk about later, or places that are like always busy, that you'll find people. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to W key people, and if like whenever I see somebody and I'm going for a W key game and I'm going for a lot of kills, the second I see someone, I shoot my AR, shoot my sniper, try and get some good damage points, and then I just W key them completely. I push up, try and box fight them, like if they box up, or fight for high ground, or whatever the case is. You always want to learn how to third party and how to just W key. Now this next tip is a big one, and it's kind of what I just talked about, but it's go to high rotation places such as the middle zones, again, tilted, retail, or go to the white hangars that are basically in the map. I don't know if they'll be in for season 10, but as of right now they are, and for season 10 there's probably going to be hot places like that as well. So you can probably go there, but I recommend going to these places because there's more likely people using the hangars as rotation. A lot of people will come into salty, dusty, tilted even, and kind of rotate using the hanger. So if you just wait at the top, you'll be able to see people, or you'll be able to glide down on people with free rotation, free W key basically, and you can go push towards them without having to use a launch pad or ball or whatever the case is. Plus it's a really good natural high ground, so you can see where everyone is, and like I said, just W key them. Or you can go to places such as, for example, high rotation places such as retail or tilted. They'll be coming out of Snobby, Pleasant, all those places, so you can just chill in tilted, use a slipstream, or even maybe something like, I don't know, Loot Lake. That's a place I like going for kills. If, for example, I land tilted, I'll go directly to Loot Lake after, because a lot of people end up moving there from Pleasant, or some people even land there, and it's a mid spot, so a lot of people end up fighting there. And the last thing I'm going to say is the middle zones are really important, because if you go there, everyone wants to kind of get in the jump on the next zone. So a lot of the time the middle zone will be towards the middle of the map, I tend to see. So if you just start heading towards the middle of the map, I guarantee you're going to find people moving on from either salty, dusty, like I said, fatal, wherever the case is. People are going to be moving towards the middle of the map, and you should be able to net yourself some easy kills. Now, I know I said all the other tips were extremely important, but this one is very important as well, and it's end fights quickly. This is extremely important because if you're doing a fight and it's lasting 3 to 4 minutes, unfortunately, you're probably not going to be able to get that high of a kill game. So you need to be learning how to end fights extremely quickly, whether you snipe them, whether you deal 160 damage with your AR, or even 130, and then W key them, break into their box, replace their wall, pump, dead, end the fight in 20 seconds. Because if you're getting a huge build fight or a huge box fight, or if you get shot like 160 damage or whatever, you get the heavy snipe to the body, 151 or 152 or whatever it is, and then you're forced to heal. Every time you heal or every time you do something or take a long fight, basically lowers your chance of getting more kills, and other people are most likely going to die in that time that you're healing or you're fighting that person. So really important thing is try and take as less damage as possible, because then you're not forced to heal, and obviously that's pretty difficult, but try your best to not take heavy damage. Like, that's what I kind of struggle with when I go for high kill game, is I'll W key and I end up getting pumped for like 130 and I'm forced to heal, which allows the other person to heal, making the fight even go longer, and then people die in that time. Whatever the case is, you want to end fights really quickly, and you not want to take a lot of damage, because then again it just draws on the fight, more people are dying in that time, and then it just gives you a worse chance of getting a high kill game. So this next tip is kind of an underrated one, and I know not a lot of people do this, but it's shooting your gun in the air to draw more people. Now, a lot of people don't do this, and I actually haven't seen that many high streamers do it when they're going for those 20 bombs, even 30 bombs. Like, I see a couple people do it, and my buddy was the one who told me about this when he used to go for his like 20 kill games, 23 kill games. If he couldn't find anyone, he would literally just look up in the air, shoot his AR, shoot his SMG, whatever the case was, because that would draw people towards him. Even if they're not that good people, sometimes you just get drawn by shots. Like, every single time I hear shots, I assume it's a third party, so I'm going in full speed, like I said, or at least I'll W key the person knowing that there's someone there, if he's shooting at someone in the air, or whatever the case is. If you just shoot your gun in the air, you're most likely to draw attention. You just got to be able to handle the attention, because sometimes you can have 3 to 4 people rotating on you if you're shooting, so you got to be aware of that, and you got to make sure you're at good HP, blah blah blah, good mats, because you could get in a fatty fight, but it definitely does allow you to draw people into you, which again is, if you're going for a high kill game, it's going to be hard. So sometimes you might get unlucky and just not find anyone in the mid game, or you might not find anyone near the end game. So that's just a quick tip that you can do to help give your chances of meeting more people, because obviously the games where people get like 35 kills, 36 kills or whatever, they just happen to run into tons of people mid game. Their rotations are probably the same as every other time they do it, it's just they happen to get a lot of people. So shooting your gun in the air just allows you to have a higher chance at meeting more people pushing you, which allows you to kill them. So that's basically it for today's video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, thank you guys for 9,000 subscribers. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you slap that like button on the video. Make sure you comment what you want to see for a future video. Hit that subscribe button, and you guys already know use creator code WraithFN in the item shop, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Have a good one, everyone. Peace.